You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening.
Max! Oh!
Hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller, you fade down. Hop up in the window.
Hello there! It is time for the 50 member special. We reached 147 members at the end of last AFL season, and because of that I am overdue doing some specials for those members, even though they've all expired by now, but it's fine. I bought a book for just £2. 101 AFL jokes. This should be fun. I saw a Hawthorne book instead, but it wasn't available, so I'm just like, you know what, I'll just get this, and it's available online. That's even bloody better. 101 AFL jokes by KJ Smith. What a guy. What is the difference between a firefighter and Brisbane Lions? A firefighter can climb a ladder. A bit less relevant in recent times and their current premieres, but I'm sure this was written in 2024. What? Ridiculous. This joke is out of date. It's expired. What do Essendon and Oranges have in common? They both go bad in June. That's a good one. I like it. This is a very good start. Did you hear about the umpire that got fired from the AFL? Supposedly he's a whistleblower. I mean, it makes sense. What is the only ship not to have docked at Fremantle? The Premiership! Ah, beautiful. 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 I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. This is already video of the year. I'll never make a better video this year for sure. Why can't you swim at St Kilda Beach? They only have one flag. That's actually pretty good, that one. Is Collingwood good at reading or writing? I don't know, but they sure know how to draw. That's a good one. That is a very good one. Why have I got an itchy nose? What's going on? What's the difference between Essendon and an arsonist? An arsonist wouldn't waste 22 matches. Is this 2024 copyright? It feels like it's been I think it was written a long time ago, to be fair. But yes, they couldn't. Yeah, an arsonist would not do that, in fairness. Damn, only 7 jokes in. Essendon have caught 2 strays. That's bloody crazy, that is. What do North Melbourne and the Salvation Army have in common? They are both non-profit organisations. Walking down the street, I saw 3 Collingwood players. They were playing football with a kitten. I was going to stop them, but then I noticed the kitten was winning. Did you hear Ken Hinkley got fired as electrician? He could never get the power sorted. This is good. This is very good. This is very good. What do The Exorcist and Robert Flower's career have in common? They are both stories of demon possessions. Honestly, I don't get this one. Someone explain. What is the difference between Fidel Castro and the Saints? The Saints have had more than... The Saints... First of all, is that not meant to say the Saints? The Saints have had more 5-year plans. This is a good one, apart from the spelling error. The grammar error, more like. Why did the tribunal not suspend Peter Burgoyne and Sean Burgoyne after their first infringements? They decided to let Burgoynes be Burgoynes. Could be funnier. Could be funnier. What is a football player's favourite drink? Penalty. More like an umpire's favourite drink. What is the difference between the Gold Coast and a bra? A bra actually has support. And 2 cups. You could say that about a few teams, because it said 2 cups, right? You could say that about teams that won 1 premiership, like Port Adelaide, for example. Freo won nothing as well. Got to point this out. I'm just saying, there's a few clubs you can clown on through this, but a good joke nonetheless. They had to find a way to slam Gold Coast. What did the umpire say to the chicken who tripped a defender? Foul. I mean, I get it, but it's not that funny. What runs around the field but never moves? The fence. Not anymore, mate. I've never seen a fence in an AFL game in recent times. What is harder to catch the faster you run? Your breath. I mean, that's more of just a general sports joke. Why did the football player bring string to his game? So he could tie the score. Right. I get it, but again, right. Why should the AFL start showing North Melbourne games on the History Channel? Their fans like to talk about the past. I can't even speak. Their fans like to talk about the past. Good joke. Good joke. What is it called when a dinosaur kicks a goal? Dino score. Jeez, who made this joke? It's like someone made this joke and then got their son to make one joke. Like, hey kid, think of a joke for me. And he just came up with this and he put it in the book. That's what it feels like. This is not the same author as the previous jokes. Like, come on now. We had a joke about a bra and we got to Dino score. This is not written by one person. Where do AFL players go to dance? The football. I laugh because it was bad, not because it was funny. Why did the football player bring a shovel to the game? To bury the competition. All right, John Cena, relax. Bloody hell, Triple H over there. Why did the football quit the team? They were tired of being kicked around. Moving on. What do football players do when they need to cool down? They stand near the fans. What did the bumblebee say when they scored? A hive scored. Right. Why did the dog want to play football? It was a boxer. Why didn't the dog want to... Oh, that makes more sense, but still. What? Why can't Cinderella play AFL? She ran away from the ball. Who wrote this one then? The guy's daughter? The guy got his whole family to make jokes here. My days. Why don't AFL players wear glasses? Because it's a contact sport. That's a good one. Is that meant to be Tom Hawkins? I'm just wondering. Is that meant to be like a young Tom Hawkins? What does a football team do when it loses? They bawl their eyes out. What did the mummy football coach say at the end of practice? Let's wrap this up. Why was the skeleton never able to play in a football game? He had no body to play with. Why does the football swear so much? Because he gets a kick out of it. What parts of the football field smells the nicest? The centre spots. The centre spots. These are getting cringier by the minute. It was a good start, but they've become less about roasting clubs and more about weird cringe jokes. Some of them not even to do with AFL. What do you call a monkey who wins the AFL Grand Final? A chimpion. Got his son to write a joke again, has he? Why should you never play AFL in the jungle? There are too many cheaters. I'd also like to point out that lions don't live in jungles. They live in the savannah. Tigers live in jungles, but tigers and lions don't live in the same place. But lions and cheetahs normally do. There's also no cheetah in the picture. So I feel like I've been cheated out here. Like, this whole picture is a lie. This whole picture is a lie. There's no tigers in Africa. Lions don't live in jungles. There's no cheetahs even there. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Why did the AFL coach ask the ghoul to join the team? They thought the team needed little spirits. Well, they got a little spirit, alright. Why did the bird come to the AFL match? To egg on their team. I mean, it makes sense, but still. Why can't you play AFL with pigs? They hog the ball. Why don't grasshoppers like to watch AFL? They prefer cricket instead. I put a Carlton sticker on my broken vacuum cleaner. Now it sucks again. We're finally back to roasting teams. I love it. We need to roast teams more. That's what I want. I wanted more of that. What happened to the humor of the first 10 jokes? Where's that gone? How do you know an umpire is happy? They whistle when they talk. Okay. I was wondering how the ball was getting bigger. Then it hit me. I get it, but my days. Did you hear about the AFL player that lived to 100? Yes, he is still alive and kicking. Deadest joke of the entire book, my days. Why did the AFL player kick the grass? Because it was being a pitch. Why couldn't the great AFL player listen to music? Because he broke all the records. Why are scrambled eggs like a losing AFL team? They have both been beaten. Why is the AFL pitch warmer after the... Why is the AFL pitch warmer after the game is done? All the fans have left. Why is the pitch warmer after the game is done? Wait, I'm confused. What's the joke? Am I stupid? Why do people think AFL players are artistic? They draw a lot. For a second, I thought this is something else, so I'm glad it said artistic. Did you hear about the AFL team? I'm gonna say, if you change the name to the other word, that still makes sense. Moving on. Did you hear about the AFL team with no website? Yeah, they couldn't string 3 W's together. What does the Navy and the professional AFL team have in common? They both spent a lot of money on a sub. Okay. Why aren't there football stadiums in outer space? There is no atmosphere. That's a good one. That is a good one. Why did the AFL announcer get for Christmas? Cool! It's meant to be Bruce. Maybe it's meant to be Bruce here. Probably meant to be Bruce. Why aren't the Swans allowed to own a dog? They can't hold on to a lead. Can't hold on to the grand final either. Did you hear about the butcher's assistant who ditched work to try out for the football team? He didn't make the cut. Fair enough. What did NASA use when they built a football pitch on the moon? AstroTurf. Yeah, but there's no atmosphere, so this looks like Rocket League. That's Rocket League right there. Rocket League AFL would be crazy, you know. Imagine that. That'd be ridiculous. It'd be so hard to score. I'd play it. Why couldn't the car play football? It's only had 1 boot. Bro, the worst thing about this is I used to make this joke in secondary school. I was in secondary school between 2006 and 2013 or 2012. Yeah, 2006 to 2012. I was in year 12 in 2012. I finished year 12 in 2012. And I was making this joke before this. I was making this joke in the 2000s. And it's made it into this book of AFL. I've made this joke obviously about Premier League and stuff, but this joke is so old. I was a kid when this joke was alive, and it was already dying back then. How am I saying this joke in 2025? 2025. What do you call a boat full of polite AFL players? A good sportsmanship. To be fair, that's pretty good. I thought that said something else. I thought it said something daily. I don't want to say what the something is, but if you're old enough and mature enough, you know what I'm talking about. Or immature enough, actually. What do you call an Aussie rules team's lunch in the park? A picnic. Okay. What did the AFL player say to the flight attendant? Put me in, coach. I like it. I just wish you can scroll through these instead of clicking. My days. What do you call a defender who is just eating a big meal? A fullback. What do you do if an elephant steps on your footy? Get a new ball. True. My kids' AFL championship was cancelled due to rain and sleet, so every player got a precipitation trophy. That's a good one. That's a good one. Precipitation trophy. I like it. That's very good. That's clever. That's good wordplay. Why do judges make such a good midfielder? They know how to bring order. Right. What do you call a kangaroo that plays AFL? A kickaroo. Wow. What does a rabbit and a forward and A5 have in common? They both have hops. What did the AFL coach say to the players who were struggling to break the other team's strategy? Let's tackle this problem together. These jokes are getting worse by the minute. Why can you never rely on a forward? They always drop the ball. I set my TV up to record The Biggest Loser, but it kept recording Carlton games. Oh, that's a good one. Now that is a good one. Joke 69 as well. Brilliant. How do you know you're an old professional AFL player? You played against both Carriablets. That's not really a joke. That's just life. That's just a thing about life. That's not. Why is that a joke? Did an AFL player write this? What's going on? Did you hear that the post office had to recall their latest stamps? They had pictures of Collingwood players on them. People couldn't figure out which side to spit on. Why did the umpire blow the whistle after the siren? He thought the game was still going because there were still pies being thrown on the field. How many Magpies fans does it take to change the light bulb? None. They just sit in the dark and blame the umpires. Well, Collingwood catching a lot of strays here. Not one Hawthorn stray, I'm just saying. We're too good. We avoid the insults. Alright? Throw them all at Collingwood. That's what they deserve. What's the difference between a Carlton Sport and a tram? The tram stops whining after a while. The Carlton ones are funnier than the Collingwood ones. The Carlton ones are funnier than the Collingwood ones. Okay, these jokes are getting a bit better now. Where are the rest of the anti-AFL team jokes? What's the definition of optimism? And the Melbourne supporter buying finals tickets. Yeah, true. Especially right now. Yeah, definitely very true. What do you call a Hawthorn player? Oh, no. Oh, no. I spoke too soon. What do you call a Hawthorn player with a Premiership medal? Lucky. Nah, mate, just too good. We're more classy than anything. Stop it. How do you know a Richmond supporter's at the game? Don't worry, they'll tell you. True. But true. Very true. How many Essendon... did I miss one? No, I didn't. How many Essendon players does it take to change a light bulb? 6. Want to screw it in and try to investigate where it came from. Basically, all the teams they're slandering are Victorian or WA. What is the difference between a Geelong Premiership and a good cup of coffee? The coffee doesn't give you heartburn. True. As a Hawthorn fan, definitely true. I don't like coffee either, to be fair, so for me they're the same. I don't like either one, or Geelong or coffee. What do you call a Gold Coast Suns player with a goal? What do you call a Gold Coast Suns player with a good kick? A rare sighting. What do you call a St Kilda supporter with a flag? A tourist. True. I swear, it's all been Victorian teams, or a WA team, or Gold Coast. No one else is catching a stray. Maybe, I think Port Adelaide did, to be fair. I can't remember. It's been too many jokes now, I've got a headache. What do you call a successful AFL commentator? One who can talk for 4 quarters without mentioning Lee Matthews. How many umpires does it take to change the light bulb? 2. One to change it, one to blame the other for getting it wrong. Fair enough. What's the difference between an AFL final series and a soap opera? The soap opera has a more believable storylines. True. True. How do you know the commentator is from Melbourne? They haven't mentioned Geelong in the last 5 minutes. What's the fastest way to empty the MCG? Announce free pies at the G. Are they saying pies are bad at the G, or what's going on? What do you call a ruckman who can actually mark the ball? A unicorn. And probably not playing in the AFL. Right. Why did the umpire get suspended? He called a mark on a pigeon that flew onto the field. How did the pigeon catch it, though? That's the real question right there. What do you call a team that loses by less than a point? Morally victorious, but still loses. True. Why did the statistician change their career? They couldn't handle the pressure of counting all the marks paid to Dustin Martin. This has got to be recent. What year was this? I feel like some jokes feel like really old and some feel more new. I'm so confused by this whole some jokes feel mature and some feel childish. Like, what's going on? What do you call a team that wins 2 premierships in a row? Back-to-back lucky. Where's the joke? That's just an opinion. Why did the umpire award a free kick to the player with the ball? He tripped over the shadow of a Melbourne player. What do you call a docker? What do you call a docker with a premiership medal? A myth! A myth! You call them a myth because it doesn't exist. Dockers are chokers. Hook it in my veins. What do you call a player who never kicks the ball out on the full? A lawyer, because they love loopholes. What's the best way to get a free kick? Stand next to Buddy Franklin. What do you call a player who drops every mark? A future politician. Great at promising but not delivering. That is so true, man. That is just politics all over, right? Politicians promise everything. When they get elected, they deliver none of it. What do you call a team that wins consecutive wooden spoons? A consistently bad. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know if it's funny. Why did the umpire call a throw-in? They saw a seagull carrying a pie. Why did the siren go off early? The commentators needed a bathroom break. Joke 100 then. My days, I'm so glad it's over soon. What's the difference between a final siren and a newborn baby? Neither will let you sleep through the night. Makes sense. Fair enough. Right, the final joke better be a banger. Come on, let's go. Why did the coach take the team bowling? To teach them how to pick up spares. Right, I'm done. There were some good ones. There were some good ones. All right, that is the author's information right there. Hope you enjoyed the video. But my days, some of these jokes, oh my days. I enjoyed especially the Carlton ones though and the Freo ones. Those were the best jokes. The Saints Kilda ones and the Collingwood ones are good as well. There were some good jokes in there. Some of them are a bit like, okay. It feels like he put some jokes in just to like make it 101. And some jokes just felt like very vastly different types of humor to the previous jokes. But it's fine. My review of that book, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Was it worth £2? Probably. Yeah, £2 is not much money, so I'll accept that for £2. Like there are worse things you can buy for £2. So this is your boy Davidoff. You know what? We don't need an outro, okay? I got one more joke though. Fremantle have won 0 premierships.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever